Hello, all you people out there in the collective land, www.worldplaces. Welcome into Steampunk Psyche. I'm feeling a little bit on the, I don't know, my nose started itching and I thought I'm just going to hit record. So grab your cigarette, grab your coffee, come join me. Let's talk the talk. Turkey. That's what we used to call it back in the day, right? Let's talk turkey. I don't know why they would say that, unless that was like a fun thing at Thanksgiving. People used to say, just talk turkey. But let's get down to it. Today I went down the rabbit hole. Is there or was there a Jesus? Was there not? And then I was inundated by tarot readers who, you've got to see this. You've got to check this out now. And then another one was about how the world has gotten so crazy that people are so out of their minds, blah, 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 blah. And every time I put my thumb on the screen, let me get here. When I put my thumb on that screen and scrolled, I just felt my guts the angst and anxiety and just blah. I wanted to just puke. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. So yeah, I don't really have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. What do you want to talk about? I was going to do a reading for Sagittarius, but the reading started off so crappy that by the fifth card, I was like, no, hell no. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. So I thought right then and there, I'm going to stop doing the cards. And I worked months on those cards that I built up. And nah, I'm not going to quit. I'm not. Right people will come along. I think we're just in this phase of, do we believe people? Do we not believe people? It's just a transition, right? Like anything else. If we look at this kind of like in a big technical term, right? Like what's the big takeaway, right? Well, alchemy. We're alchemizing as human beings. Really, we're evolving and turning into something new, something different. So while some of us are trying to awaken and become enlightened with our spiritual sides and understanding more about our consciousness and our thoughts and our, can we really manifest things? Can we really have that dream home that we want? Could I make that cup of coffee that I'm drinking? Oh, it's over here. Can I make that cup of coffee float in the air if I just really realized that I and the coffee, like the eye and the spoon are the same, realizing that there's not really a spoon. It's just, you know what I mean? Like the Matrix style. Of course, you know what I mean. I'm the only one that doesn't know. So I guess I'm asking you, what in the hell? What do I got to do to make money fall from the sky? And, I think I want a brand new pickup truck, a big, pretty red one with some cool looking tires on it. Yeah, a gas burner. And I might buy an electric one to drive around, just to say that I've got one. I've got an electric car. But yeah, the esoteric. I was watching that one today too. Oh my. The thing of it is I think all that information's been out there for thousands of years. The truth is that, while they call it hidden from us, maybe a lot of us were just too damn stupid, okay? We were just too stupid to understand it. It was always there. And now we're just, coming into enlightenment to figure out, hey, now that I can read, now that I can study something, I just did that sound like a snore. I'm telling you, facetious mood. Temperance. I'm wearing the temperance shirt today. Like I said, I was trying to do the reading for Sagittarius and it just went south. And temperance, patience, understanding, right? Sometimes I don't want to understand. Sometimes I damn sure don't want to be patient. Sometimes I just want to be pissy, moody, cranky, irritable, and so fucking what, right? So what? Uh, that's my right. I've lived enough life to be a cranky old bastard sometimes. Maybe you have too. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and take a shit all over the world just because I'm fucking upset. Maybe that's what gets me irritable is that people are actually shitting on people because they're fucked up in the head and crazy and they don't want to deal with their own shit. I am irritable. Smoke my cigarette now. Yeah, I know I shouldn't do that. Right. Yeah. As you take a drag of yours. Well, I don't know what to believe either. I wasn't raised in a home with Christian value. I mean, yes, we had Christian value, but I didn't go to church all the time and we didn't, but I studied the Bible for years and years and years. And I studied, different types of religious aspects of things. I didn't like deep dive and spend years like academics did, okay? But I touched enough of the surface to go, no, that's not for me. No, that's not for me. But they all say the same damn thing down in the end, It's like uh I don't know, and it just feels like we're in this moment of crash every type of academia and academia, academic, academia, whatever, however the hell you say it, and the people who think they know, right? Uh, and The elitist groups and the um, I just created a YouTube channel following, and I'm a cult now. Groups, you know, they're all clashing. Reminds me of a biblical thing about the Tower of Babel. Something like that type of moment. But that wasn't a bad thing. That was just a misunderstanding, right? Like a total misunderstanding of people's language, not just their speech, their language, who they are. We are what like today's today's time. We are living in the same kind of time where families had like multiple generations in that time frame, right? We've got great grandfathers that are still around right now. We got grandfathers, grandpas, then your children, and then you're a grandpa. So we got a space where there's lots of generations. So lots of different ideas about things. I feel like that may be a place that we're at. um, hey, I've got an idea. No, that's stupid. So that person goes on a rant and tells why that person's an idiot. And that person back for, how it goes. This is one of those collective rants. That's what this is, a collective rant. A safe place. If you would like to rant, leave a comment about something that's pissing you off. We'll talk about it, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? You can't leave crazy stuff on there. I don't want to get kicked off. But yeah, I used to think I knew. When I was younger, I used to think I knew. I had it all figured out. Hey, I got this parenting thing down. I got this relationship down. And then every relationship I had went, every parenting, it was done, out the window. I'd make a plan, it fucking fail. Just this over and over and over and over and over. Finally, I gave up. I'm like, I can't. I guess I'm not even in control of this shit. I don't even know what's going on. You know, to the point where you step back and you just got to go. Let loose of the reins. Be the chariot. Be the chariot. He moves by willpower, right? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's I guess it could be scary, if you really sit there and just think about it. But people are just changing. I think that's all. People are trying to discover about themselves again. Where we're living in an age of like there's a newness to our age, but not a newness to our species. You know what I mean? Like there's a newness to the surroundings of us, but we as people are still going through the same stupid shit as to who we are. Why are we here? What's our purpose? Do we have a purpose? Do we make our own purpose? Everything. Those are all such human questions, and I guess there's always during every generation or every century, there's always a breakthrough where, you know, hey, the new thought is this. And now we're in a generation where we have the ability to break through new energetic thoughts every single day, every second. So what do you do with that? You either put your fast running shoes on, or you just catch a piece at a time and, you know, go about your day, go about your business, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I know I don't wish any harm or ill will on anybody, right? I'm going through this weird, crazy stage in my life. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want anybody to be affected by what I have to say. But the truth is, sometimes I feel like I just want to spiel just some oddball thoughts that are in my head because it sure would be nice to know if other people are thinking that. I don't know. Maybe I should go see a therapist, right? There again, I'm not even going to say nothing about that because I'm not even about to say that. I'm just not. Therapy's good. It is good, and a lot of people need it. And I'm probably a good candidate for it. But I feel like I've done all right. I've had to do all right on my own. Self diagnose, you know. I don't go see doctors. I don't, you know, I don't. That's just me though. But okay, well, hey, is there a topic we could even talk about that would be a little less ranty? So I'm feeling a little bit better now. Like, thanks a lot, man. You know, for spewing your crap all over me now. Now I've got this terrible thought. Hey, you're the one that stuck around on the channel and followed me this far, right? It's your fault. No, actually, that's what this channel's about. It's about that. Sometimes I'm going to be up, sometimes I'm going to be down, and that's life, right? We're all that way. Sometimes I'm going to make a little sense, and sometimes I'm going to mix everything up. I'm going to say words wrong that should have been pronounced one way or not. I mean, we're human beings, right? For goodness sake. Goodness sake. That's something my grandparents used to say. For goodness sake. For goodness sake. What is goodness? Goodness. You know, is that whenever you shared a cup of sugar with your neighbor? You know, you saw that you know, they were in need and you slaughtered one of your chickens, or, you know, you shared a head of cattle. Is it a head of cattle or a cattle? A cow? You shared some beef with them. Goodness. We were talking about that today, my son and I. We're talking about the ability to give without intention. Like, to give somebody something without expecting something in return. How often does that really happen? Like, where I'm going to get them this, you know, without, I mean, we do that all the time, right? Well, you're like, I do that all the time, but do you really? Do you like go, I'm going to give you this and then like in the back of your head, expecting like, I know how they're going to react, you know, that's like already taking away the blessing. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. To actually give without some kind of an intent. No, I'm just rambling. I don't even know if I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm even gonna put this out there. I might. It's 13 minutes of bunch of dumb shit. Maybe it's not dumb. Maybe it's gonna help somebody. I might just leave it in there. I might just do that. I think I'm going to. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna stop record now, and this is gonna fall into the collective hole in the cloud, the black hole cloud, the collective reading. It's not even a reading. It's just a thought. Some thoughts. All right, bye.